Starting with my olive oil, Worcestershire sauce, Grainy mustard. You can use regular mustard as well, the yellow mustard. Some cumin powder, black pepper, soy sauce, paprika, and some oregano. Also added some ground garlic and some salt, and half squeeze of lemon juice. I'm just going to mix this together and put this aside. I'm using flat iron steak right here. I tried to remove all the excess fat, and I'm just gonna try and cut this into small cubes. I'm gonna make sure that they are the same size, that way they all cook evenly. You can do this ahead of time. You can marinate it for a day or two in advance, or just for a couple hours if you don't have all that time. And right now I'm just going to mix my marinade into my steak. Just gonna make sure everything is coated evenly, and I'm going to wrap it and refrigerate it overnight. Now let's go ahead and prep our veggies. I am going to use these sweet peppers. You can use the regular bell peppers, the yellow, green, and orange one. That will actually work better, but I don't have that right now. I am also going to add some red onion and white onion, but the other option you can add is some mushroom. That will actually go well with this, but I don't have it right now, so we're just gonna stick to what I have. You want to try and cut your onion almost the same size if you can with your steak. That will look better when you finally put it together. As soon as you have all your veggies ready, I am just going to season everything with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. This is also optional. You don't have to do this, but I just like adding more seasoning into my veggies and not just into my steak. And I'm just going to mix this all together, just like this. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and start making our kebab. I'm just gonna do a couple steak, and in between I'm going to add the veggies. It doesn't matter which one and which first. You can do a couple onions, a couple sweet peppers. Like I said, this is also really good if you have some mushroom. I always like having that, but I don't have that right now, so let's just do what we have right now. Perfect. Let's continue to do this until you use up all of your steak and veggies. You can also use the same marinade and make with the chicken. I've done that a couple times, and it's also very yummy. While I'm working on this, I have my grill nice and hot and ready outside. We're gonna go there as soon as we are done here. Now my grill is nice and hot. Let's go ahead and start grilling. I am going to do about 3 minutes on each side, and you want to make sure that you keep turning this to make sure that all the meat will have that nice grill marks. It's important that the steak touches the grill. This will give you that all over crisp exterior that everybody likes. I mean, I like. Total cooking time usually for my steak kebabs is about 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm also gonna let this rest for about 5 minutes before serving. Now the steak is done. One of my favorite sauce to go with my steak kebab is this garlic sauce, and this is the best thing ever. I could never eat my steak kebab without this. I promise you, if you make this, you will be so addicted to it, just like I do. I learned this recipe from a really good friend of mine who is a Lebanese, and I am just obsessed with this sauce. As soon as your garlic is nice and crushed, you're going to add a little bit of oil, just like this. I'm adding it a little bit at a time. You don't want to pour it all at once, otherwise you're gonna end up with a separated sauce. And you want the sauce to have that nice and creamy consistency. I'm going to also add some salt. I'll also add some lemon juice and some crystallized lemon powder, which I actually ordered from Amazon. I am going to link the description down below. And last but not the least, I'm going to add a little bit of mashed potatoes. This is the way I learned how to make this sauce, and I know some people add some egg whites or not even add anything, but to me I like the consistency with a little bit of the mashed potato. This makes this sauce so nice and creamy. As you can see, it's also nice and velvety. And there you have it, perfectly delicious creamy garlic sauce.